Hey guys, welcome to the first vlog in a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I have actually taken footage of every big trip I've been on over the past year, but I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. I just get a bit nervous to put things out there and then it just stays on my phone forever. Felt that where we were going, it deserved lots of footage to be taken, it deserved to be spoken about, so let's hope that's the case. Because we are going to Somerford Park. I cannot wait. So basically every winter for as long as I can remember, I see everyone's videos going to Summerford with the cross country on the surface and going over all the cool fences and having the best time. And it's 4 hours away from me, so every year I've been like, we'll go sometime, we'll go sometime. And then when they announced that they opened up the new arena around the water complex, Susie and I were like, right, okay, this is the year. We're gonna go for some winter training. And then when I phoned them and inquired about dates, and I suggested these dates coming up, they said, they are the last few dates that we'll have before the jumps are taken. So I'm telling myself it was fate, we were meant to go, and we're gonna have the best youth days ever. Cannot wait. However, this will be the very first time Dandy and I have done cross country together. I've never shown Dandy any cross country jumps, and I'm not sure what he's going to make of it. I think I'm right in saying that, am I? I think. Yeah, we've not done any cross country. We've done workers and we've done show jumping, but we've not done cross country. So I'm not actually sure what he's going to make of it. We'll hope for the best. And in my eyes, that pony can do no wrong, so no matter how disastrously it goes, I'll still tell you it was absolutely fabulous. Nico, however, he's obviously done some cross country before. Not a huge amount, and we literally did one cross country training hire last year, I think, but he did the one BE the year before. Gosh, I've not done very much for that pony, have I? We just have fun. But anyway, I'm hoping that he'll have the time of his life there. He's not done the cross country on a surface there, but he has been to camp there almost 2 years ago now. But the weather was so bad that we didn't get on the cross country. We only show jumped. Yeah, but we did go on the water complex, but that was before I had the arena around it. Well, whatever. I'll stop waffling. Anyway, basically we're taking Dan and Nico. I should have said that before. And Susie's going to come with me to be my tub groom, and hopefully the weather will be nice enough that we can both go for the farm hack together. Susie will go on Neat, I'll go on Dan, and we'll just have a lovely time. And what's even better is we are meeting some friends down there. I'm not going to say the names right now because I feel like that will jinx it and then someone will cancel on us and then I'll be really sad. But just take my word for it and keep watching. We're going to have some friends join us. I need to start packing. I'm a bit behind because I've been quite busy today and Lewis has been unwell, so I've been looking after him. Hopefully I don't catch the bug while we're down there because I'll be very unimpressed with him. And I actually still need to drive to Susie's house to drop off Mikey, our little pony, and then bring Susie back here because we're leaving early in the morning, but I will be fine. We're not going to run out of time. I'm going to start packing. We're only away for one night, so it's not too bad. I'm going to start packing all the essentials. I'll show you some of the stuff that I pack. Probably forget things, but yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Here are the two boys. They have had a very chilled day in the field ahead of our big trip tomorrow, haven't you? They both worked super hard on the flat yesterday, and I thought just leave them out as long as possible today because they won't be able to get out in the field for the next couple of days. However, we'll be back on Friday and then they'll go out as soon as we get home, so I think they'll be pretty happy. Our rescue feral cats that do not talk to me and do not like me at all seem to have made themselves quite comfortable in the lorry. Are you checking out my M&S goodies? They're not for you boys. So the boys' stable rugs were recently cleaned and I thought to myself, don't bring them back out. Use the other ones that you're using while these are away being cleaned, because then they'll be good and wrapped up for Summerford. And then in here are my booties.
and I've taken some spares, a whole bunch of Lumia bits in there. I've taken some spares because I noticed at camp last year that once you're jumping in the water and all the rest of it, by the next day they're still soaking. So a few more spares, so we've got fresh ones each day. We've got some goodies. I've already broken into the M&S yogurt and raspberry rice cakes. Before you slag me, try them, they're amazing. And I even bought us a doormat today, not from M&S, from the range. Something that I have needed to buy for a long time. Anyway, I'm not doing so good right now. I'm running very late already, but we're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. My doormat's not very big. Oops, there we go again. Okay, we are almost there. As always, it took a lot longer than what I thought when I realised how manky my tank was and I had to start cleaning that all up, but we are slowly getting there. Got my little pile of pads and an extra tack in there. And last addition of the night is the stud muffins, which we cannot go anywhere without because they are Dandy's favourite. I'm going to put in the shavings and the big hay nets tomorrow because I'm about to take little Mikey home back to Susie, and that will be about an hour. So we'll let him just have that little hay net for now, and then I'll clean it all back out again and we'll add the shavings and the big nets for the boys. Whee! Maybe going on holidays. You look good, boy. Here we go. See you at Summerford. Up you go. Good boy, Dan Dan. Oh, you're so clever. Here we are. We're just an hour to go. We'll give you some carrots. Here we are. The boys are settled. They've had some time to chill. And we're going to pick this boy to go first. Ooh, wish us luck. Look at that face.
No martingale?
I'm going to put an extra on.
Neck strap. Always need a neck strap.
Good boy. Should we get you next strap?
It's pretty and it matches your broochband.
And we can hold on for dear life. Right. Shall we do it?
Oh, we're going to wish we go.
Let's do it. So it's safe to say that Nico started off just a little bit spooky and overwhelmed. A perfect example would be this right here. And then we went again, and it went like that. But it was just a case of getting his confidence back up again, getting back into the swing of things. We only did cross country once or twice last year, and it was just totally overwhelming to start with. But as soon as we got going, he was pinging, and I made sure that we didn't do too many big questions or big beefy fences on day one because we just wanted to get that confidence back up and get back into the swing of things. But my goodness, he was just so good. Even when he spooked and had to stop, as you could see how he didn't stress, didn't panic, just gave him a pat, came back round and just picked him back up again. I was actually so impressed at how confident Nico was with the water. I have this built-in fear of water jumps ever since I fell off at one a few years ago. Wasn't even off of Nico, but I just, ever since then, I'm terrified of them. So for him to be so confident, just popping in and out, no bother at all, oh, honestly, just made me smile from ear to ear. Again, we didn't do anything too big or beefy because we just wanted to keep his confidence up, as well as mine. And hopefully we'll pick up where we left off when we're back here in April for event camp.
Good boy.
Again, thinking about that confidence for baby pony Neeks, we just started with the ditch on its own, then we focused on fence 1 to the ditch, building up to have all 3 jumps together. Now the first time wasn't the prettiest, probably because I was lacking a little bit of impulsion there, but we went over it. Then we came back round one more time with more confidence and more power, and he popped it absolutely beautifully. And just like that, the confidence was back up on a high, and I felt like I had my good old trusty Neeks underneath me, and we started to ping over some slightly bigger fences, still not taking the mick because we didn't want to burst that confidence bubble, but he just felt like, yes, this was it, we were in the zone now.
Right, where you going?
Did almost accidentally run over Susie, sorry about that, gal.
Sorry. I got to go back out.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're straight in there.
Hang on. Hang on. Take your bridle off. I'm going over with these bad boys. Like, that'll be easier to eat.
Success.
Look who we got to meet up with.
Down that ladder would be a big one if you want to.
I think next year we'll be booking camps with Meg. Maddie is such an amazing friend and just the loveliest person, and I will tell you this, there is nothing like seeing that boy Jerry in action. He is out of this world. Bloody hell, Maddie. They just made everything look so easy, and you feel like Jerry's got a big smile on his face while he's doing it all. I know Maddie certainly does. She was absolutely loving life in there, giving us all the whips and cheers throughout. Fun fact, Maddie jumped the ditch combination after she jumped all of those absolutely massive jumps that were bigger than the pony, and the ditch was what she was most nervous about. Clearly, there was no reason to be nervous at all. Next up was the Dan Man. Now, I am not exaggerating when I say I have not attempted a single cross-country fence on Dan, so I really didn't know what to expect, and he was a little bit overwhelmed and spooky at the start, but see, once we actually got going, oh my goodness, that pony felt unstoppable. Quite literally at some points where I had absolutely zero brakes and he just thought to himself, I know what I'm doing, and he was off ski, a bit like this actually. Whee! Now, I know not every line or jump that we did here is the prettiest you've probably ever seen, but this was our first time doing cross-country ever together, and I don't know, I maybe set my expectations way too low, but I was truly over the moon. I've not even taken Dan to the beach before, so I had no idea what he would make of water, and he just waltzed straight in like it was absolutely nothing, and he was so confident jumping in. I'd say he was actually even more confident jumping in than Nico was, and I've actually done cross country before on Nico and also taken him to the beach more times than I can count. So win for Dan. Big 5 gold stars for him. Look at him, he's just so happy. I love this pony.
Oh my god, I am a drowned rat. We're all done. The ponies were both absolutely amazing. Susie is soaked to the skin, and so was poor Meg, who was also doing videos for us. But it was just the best fun ever. Check
chicken Kievs for dinner thanks to the air fryer. I forgot plates, so chicken Kiev in a bowl. So sad right now. You gonna be a good boy? You sleep well? Night night. Night night. Love you. Oh wow, she is looking good. Good morning everybody. We had a wonderful night's sleep in our pod with underfloor heating. I did have a small incident where I burnt my hand on a hot cookie. Well, the air fryer. And dropped the hot cookie on the floor. But yeah, apart from that, we had a great night. We watched Moana 2, although I didn't actually finish it because I fell asleep. Anyway, this morning we are just getting the boys ready. Susie's mucking out while I do hay nets, and we're jumping Nico at 9, and then we're gonna come back to stables, and then I'm gonna ride Dandy with Ollie and Lottie. Lottie, who I rode last year and took to Hoy's. So I actually said goodbye to Lottie in the Hoy's car park, and she went off with Ollie and Fiona, and I haven't seen her since. And I just love them all as a wee team so much. They've been so good and keep me up to date, even though I never owned Lottie. We just had her from our friends Lucinda and Avril. But yeah, I've just felt like that pony was part of my family last year. I'm so grateful to Ollie and Fiona for keeping me up to date the whole time they've had it, and I cannot wait to see her.
So day 2 of jumping, and Nico was ready for action from the get-go. I was actually giggling to myself because we ended up warming up over the fences that I'd kind of finished on a high on the day before, which just shows what, you know, keeping the confidence up and taking things slowly does for you. It's definitely the way forward in my eyes anyway. Jump 2 done and dusted. He was epic, and we had pro photographer over here. So Dan's all done. No, sorry, I'm getting so flustered. So Nico's all done, and we have to check out of the stables before Dan's done. So we're emptying the stables now, and then we also need to check out of our pod because you need to check out by 12, and we're on 11 to 12. So we're trying to do a quick ramble of everything. However, you need to empty your stables before you go, which is understandable. But we have 2 bags of shavings in each, so we're currently trying to see how many bags of shavings we can fit back in, but obviously we're not smart and didn't bring enough bags to fit them all back in. So we're currently filling up the lorry, and here's Susie filling up this bag, but we couldn't fill the bag full because we couldn't fit it through the living door, so we had to fill it half full, and now we're filling up with these buckets. Scrimper's saving money. Oh, he loves his scratchies. Give me your best llama face. Oh, you are so good. He loves his holidays. He gets massages. The teeth and everything.
pony blew me away on day 2. Now, I honestly would have come away from Summerford smiling ear to ear, even if we just had a few splashes in the water and a pop over a few logs. So the fact that he jumped all of these rather technical fences, especially for him at this stage, considering we'd only jumped our first cross-country jumps together the day before, and he jumped them so easily, so willingly, so absolutely mega. Honestly, I was over the moon. There's not much more to say. I couldn't believe it. He was truly so good, and I'm so proud of him. We also got to watch the legends that are Ollie and Lottie in action, and I am telling you, it felt so good to see that little pocket rocket back in action. She is just out of this world. Just before we got finished up, I asked Ollie if he fancied a spin round on Dan, and I am so glad that I did, because they were the coolest pair to watch together. You would never for a second believe that they had only just met that day and that Ollie had never sat on him before, because Dan looked so confident and so chill with Ollie on board. He's such a neat rider, and I was just so happy watching them together.
We are done. We were going to do the farm ride so Susie could ride before we got home, but she has agreed that both boys have been amazing. It's so windy. Look, I'm like so blotchy. It's so windy and it's starting to rain, so we're just gonna head on home. Start trucking home. We've got snacks at the ready, and we've got 4 hours 20-ish minutes to go. See you on the other side.